Okay, we're back to the next video on what do I eat, okay? Now, what you're going to do for breakfast is you're going to consume a combination of protein and fat. You can also add avocado and things like that, which are partially fat and partially carbohydrate, but we don't want to necessarily have any fruit juice or bread or anything like that. So what I do for breakfast is I do eggs, okay? I do 4 eggs in the morning. Now, you might want to do less than that if you're not a big person, but I do 4 eggs every single morning. And then what I do is I'll have bacon. Again, you don't have to have bacon. You can do turkey bacon. You cannot eat bacon. But I have no sugar, hormone-free, nitrate-free bacon. Why? Because that type of product actually has a little more fat to allow me to go from breakfast to lunch very easily. And then what I'll do is sometimes I will add some nuts in there, or peanut butter, or avocado, or cheese. Okay, so I'll melt some of the cheese on this pretty big omelet with bacon, and man, I can go from breakfast to lunch. So that's one thing I recommend, is protein for breakfast and fat. Okay. Now for lunch, you're going to do a combination of 3 things. You're going to do vegetables and eat that first. Whether it's a salad or cut vegetables, you want the salad first, and then you want about between 3 and 6 ounces of protein. Okay, that can be red meat, fish, chicken, whatever you want to do. Don't get the lean, get more fatty protein. Okay, I like to do hamburgers a lot, so I buy hamburger meat, grass-fed, and I make sure it's 85%, not 90%. I want that fat in there. Why? Because if you don't have enough fat, it's going to be hard to go from one meal to the next without being hungry. Okay, and you can do salmon, fish. It's great. So I do a combination of vegetable, protein, and fat. So I'll have some more nuts, pecans. I'll have maybe avocado, or I'll have coconut, some type of fat, okay, for lunch. What do I do for dinner? I'll do the same thing I had for lunch. I'll have some vegetable and protein and a little fat. So now what I want to do is I want to give you a little twist on this ketosis. This is 3 meals. Typically, when you look up the diet ketosis, they allow you to have snacks as long as it's fat or protein or low carb, right? Well, I'm going to tell you that we're not going to do that. We're going to actually tweak this and add intermittent fasting. We're not going to have anything between breakfast and lunch. Okay? We're not going to eat anything between lunch and dinner, and we're not going to have anything after dinner. So that forces you to adjust your fats at the end of the meal to go longer. And that means that if you don't eat between, we can drop insulin and actually heal any type of pre-diabetic that you're going through, and also really help your set point, which is that point that you're plateauing, and start bringing you into more fat burning. Now, if you're not working out, if you're more sedentary, you might even want to skip one of these meals and only have 2 meals a day. And this is a twist on the normal ketogenic diet. So we're adding ketosis with intermittent fasting. So you might want to not eat if you're hungry and go till 11 o'clock in the morning, have a late breakfast, and then don't eat until 4:30 or 5. I've done it before. I do really good on that. But it does take some time to get into ketosis. It takes at least 2 weeks to 6 weeks, so don't give up. And how do you know you're in ketosis? Is when you don't crave anymore, you don't crave any sugar anymore, and you're not as hungry, okay? There's always that little transition period of going from sugar burning to fat burning, which, 3 days you might gotta go through some, transition, but your body will start making new enzymes to digest fat, okay? I'll see you in the next video.